Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are doing a plan with me for the new monthly planner stickers for March that will be in the shop tomorrow. If you purchase before March 1st, you will get the printable, the PDF printable, and all of the PNGs for $1. After that, they will go up in price, but until March 1st, they will be $1. Okay, so I had a lot of fun creating this little kit. The colors really made me happy, so I definitely enjoyed putting this one together. So today we are going to do a little bit of planning and use the pieces, and I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get started. So we are headed into March already. Can you believe it's already March? Let me zoom out just a little bit more here so that you can see. Okay, and I already put my numbers on here. So I'm thinking that they might be a little small and that for next month, I need to make them a little bit bigger. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you think our numbers should be a little bit bigger. They definitely cover the numbers here and they give me plenty of space to write. So that was the one thing that I really wanted to make sure of, was that I have plenty of space to write. So they definitely do that, but I'm thinking they might be a little bit small. I know they're probably hard for you to read, but I can read them just fine. So let's see. I did bring my little tweezers. So if you are interested in this planner, this is the Prayerful Planner. And this is the daily planner. So the daily pages, well, look like this. I love this planner, and I mean, I've been using it for about 2.5 years, and besides the Panda planner, this is probably my favorite planner ever. The pages are nice and big. You can just kind of make it your own, so much so that this is what mine looks like. Let me find a page here. So yeah, so my pages kind of turn out looking like this. So I've just tailored it to exactly what I need. And this one is really, really great for that. So I have all of my health information over here, some prayer and journal. This is my son's extra school, besides like the school that we do together, his chores, my try-to-do list, any appointments that we have, and then the main things that I want to get done for the day. This is my time blocking. This is my spoons to help with the chronic illness that I have that I'm working through. And this is any notes on the different things that we did. Here's a little note section and what we're having for dinner. And it all just works out perfectly for me. Like I said, I've been using it about 2.5 years. So this system I started using last year. And with this right here and breaking this up and using these, I just added the spoons in. But yeah, I just love this planner so much. So I will post a link in the description below where you can find the Prayerful planners, and you can check that out. So one thing I wanted to mention, and it didn't happen this month because everything just kind of fell the same. Like last month started on the 1st and this month started, or March will start on the 1st. But I also give you these little hearts and butterfly ones. So you could use these to cover up numbers that are extra in here. So if the last month started on a Tuesday or something like that, you could cover those up if you wanted to. So, okay, let's get started. I cut out all of my stuff already, and we are just going to dig right in. I kind of got a game plan. got a little bit of a game plan, which is always nice because, you know, it just goes kind of crazy. Okay, so save, so this month, last month I just printed it on paper. This month I printed it on sticker paper. And I hope that won't bite me in the bottom, but we'll see. But you can use these white pieces to cover up things that you don't want showing. So for instance, if you didn't want this daylight, say it was something else, I don't know, Flag Day, and you maybe didn't want Flag Day on there, you can cover it up with these white pieces and you'll never even know it's there. You could also use the, printed washi if you want to do that. But it just gives you another option for covering things up, these white pieces. The other thing that I really like about this planner is that it it gives you this monthly task here, and they give you one each month, and it's just a little something. So this one says, what is one habit you can change or give up this month? And what will you replace it with? So like maybe you are going to stop drinking coffee or lessen the amount of coffee that you drink, and to counter that you want to add in more water. So that those are really cute. Some of them are about traveling and different things like that. So all right, so this should be a little bit quicker since I have stickers, unless the stickers are difficult, which happens. So I was thinking about this month and making plans and doing plans, and it always pops into my head, the verse, I think it's Proverbs 16:9, and it says, "And man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." And as I plan, I always want to be mindful of what my callings are, like what God has placed in my heart and in my life, and also be open to the things that He wants for me. Wait, that's not right. Let me see this one. And so I think that will kind of be my verse for this month. I want to really make sure that I am following God and I am following His will for my life. And that I am allowing Him to direct my steps as I go through my day and as I plan out things. It definitely makes a difference whenever we follow God's plans for our lives, because we know that God plans and works all things according to our good and His glory and wonderful purpose. And His plans are so much better than ours. It's easy to think that, we know and we've got this under control and all of that. But the reality is that we tend to make a big fat mess of things whenever we're left to our own devices, honestly. I like having these on stickers, I think. Not having to worry about the glue as much. It makes things just a tiny bit easier. Let's see here. Just a tiny bit easier. And this little guy, you're gonna go right here on St. Patrick's Day. These were so fun to make. All of these colors are just so great, and this plaid looking background, oh, I'm just in love with it. It makes me happy. Okay, so then I'm gonna put appointments up here first. Maybe I can find it. There's my washi. Important. Oh, here it is. Appointments. I always really like just sitting down and taking time to plan out my month and look at how I think things are going to go. They don't usually go quite according to my plan, but sometimes they do. All right, let's find that orangey. Oh, this one right here. I love these little hearts to-do tabs. And I love decorating my monthly page. I don't have a whole lot of space on my, these tweezers are great. On my daily pages because they're so full of like all the things. But I do have a little bit more space to do that here, and I like it. Okay, and then we will go with the light green ones, if I can find them. Everything's in here upside down. Alright, here we go. Get my tweezers again. Man, these tweezers are like so helpful when you're putting these numbers down. And I didn't use glue this time, so it made it even faster. Here's what I did. This is where the numbers were. So I peeled the paper off of all of the numbers and then cut them into rows and then cut them one by one. And as I cut them, and since they're squares, it's super easy to do that, which is why I leave them in squares and don't do circles, because it makes it so much easier to cut them and put them where you want them. So, I just pulled it, I just took it and took the whole thing, and then I took it and I cut it, and then I used those tweezers to put it down, and then I cut the next one and put it down and cut the next one. It made my life so much easier. Last time I cut them all out and did daubs of glue, and that was okay too. But I think I cut out all the numbers, so then I was like hunting for numbers, which was not great. So I probably won't do that again, because 30 numbers is a lot of numbers to search through. But all right, so this is projects. I like to have one or two big, or not big projects, but projects. And they usually obviously revolve around the different aspects of my life. So maybe it's here at Growing Your Faith, or maybe it's something to do with the business that we own or home. So this month we are going to be getting started with the garden, so that is what is on my project to-do list for this month, is starting on the garden. And then I like to do a monthly food order for the non-perishable things, because it just makes my life a little bit easier on a weekly basis, to have those already done. You know, those, so then you're just getting like the fresh fruits and vegetables and your meats. If you know, I don't order those ahead usually. So that, I like that, and it works out well for us. So monthly order, I usually have to do like some sort of an inventory, and I get my son to help me, and and yeah, and that's how we do that. So that's one of the projects on my monthly. And what else? Oh, I'm going to make, we have one of those digital photograph things. How much I know? We have one of those digital photograph things. And so I had an idea that I wanted to put, for whoever's birthday month it is, I wanted to put an album on there just for them. Well, it won't be just their pictures, but mostly focused on them for that month. And then it'll just flip through those for the month. I thought that would be really fun. So I have, one of my son's birthdays is in April. And so I am getting pictures together for his album. And a lot of them, you know, he's about to be 22, And so I want, so a lot of those pictures are actual physical pictures, so I'm trying to get them digitized, which is kind of crazy, but okay. Num, 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 num. I put the notes up here, so I'll have to white out this little line right here, but I like it because it gave me a little bit more space than this would have given me over here for my notes, and I am constantly jotting down notes everywhere. Okay, we have that. Okay, so I was reading up on this verse that I was telling you about, and I like David Gusick. If you've never checked him out, you should totally check him out. He has a commentary. Well, he has commentaries that you can get on Amazon, but he also has commentary on Blue Letter Bible, which you can read for free. And so the first part of that verse is, a man's heart plans his way. And so he's like, this isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that we plan. It's a good thing. As the God in whose image we are made, think about and plan our way. I think that's when we get in trouble, but many people would do well to more carefully plan their way. So it's one of those things where planning is very important. And I know that there are some people who can work their whole life without like this big plan. I can't do that. I've got too much on my plate. I cannot go through life without planning. But even just like our future and what we're going to do and how we're going to survive after working, and you know, we have to plan for the future. And it's very important that we plan for the future. That doesn't mean that we take all control out of God's hands, but it does mean that we sit down and we, with discernment, think through things. We plan as we can and should, but we should never think that our ability to plan makes us Lord over our lives. We must remember that God is the one who is in control of our lives, and we need to make sure that we allow him to keep that place and not think that we have any type of control at all whatsoever over this world and the craziness that goes on here. We can trust him and do the best that we can and plan, and then leave everything up to him. All right, let's see. 8th here. All right, so we are almost out of time. I will post a picture of the end result. Actually, I'll probably let y'all see this in fast forward, but I'll just stop talking and actually get done. And then I will post a picture as well so you can see the finished product. Again, you can check these out at the Etsy shop. It will be in the description below, and you can get a huge discount if you buy before the 1st. So I hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial and our little chat and planning together, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.